No one to help you here. Success
Alright.
belongs to you alone.
What's up, guys? It is 12:30 in the morning, and I just finished watching a video that Infamous recently posted. It's about third person peeking. Now, look right here. Match just started. I run over here. I don't have a sniper on me. If you was in the Crucible Trials game, right? Boom, third person peeking. I'd bet you $20, the last dollars in my pocket, somebody would be all the way down there, hard scoping. Maybe two people playing like that. Now, you can say whatever you please. If you can sit here and use this to give you an advantage about someone who just rushes there with stompies or with 100 plus mobility and just levels it, or what's called, or levitate, or whatever you call that for the Warlock and Titans, to get there faster than you just to pull out their sniper and shoot you with one shot and take you out. Like, bro, if they're gonna third person peek to save their ass instead of just running into sniper fire, like, I don't blame them for doing so. It's not that not that big of a deal. It's not that much of a game changer. And you're talking about giving you a lot of information for free, sir. It's not information for free because everybody does it, son. Bro, everybody at the beginning of the match is gonna spawn, run to this spot, or all the way to this spot right here with the sniper, just to map over there, or over here to challenge snipers. The question is, who will get there first? If the person gets there before you in hard aims, that's your behind. Why don't you just come right out of cover just to get popped? Put your team in a predicament where you get messed up, where they can get messed up. Say Trials, for example. Let you be that guy who just spawns, comes up these stairs just to get popped by this guy right here. Yes? Your spawn, not your spawn, your little orb, whatever, your res is right here. Your teammates are running to your res to try to protect you, but you're getting swamped in this direction, maybe that direction. Yes, you can fight them off, but now you're at a 2-3 advantage. All because you rushed out of the corner without peeking or third person peeking to see who is hardlining you. And I'm telling you, they're gonna hardline. That's all they do. This is Destiny 2. Like, and this was a little mechanic that was in Destiny 1, bro. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. Third person peeking emoting has been in the game all since D1. Well, the sword thing I don't really know about in D1, but D2, you can definitely hold a sword to you in third person peek without even trying. Like, look, hold on, watch this. Whether you have sword ammo or not, hey, look, I can third person peek now. I know who's hard aiming me with a sniper, or who's the two people hard aiming me with a sniper. I know how people can complain about, like, you have the same YouTubers complain about third person peeking using guns like I understand that, like, guns, anything goes apparently in this stupid game, son. Using last word, hard light, all this meta stuff. It's okay to do that, where, like, you can just run a whole team full of meta ass, cheesy ass guns, but you can't use a little emote which does nothing to you to save your behind. Like, see, like, I don't get these YouTubers nowadays, man. Like, they'll sit there and make a whole argument talking about, oh, third person peeking is broken and none. No, it's not, sir. Let me tell you something. This whole game is full of mechanics that mess up the game. You can say whatever you want about third person peeking, but you have a whole variety of overpowered ass weapons that are meta. Another problem, shotgunning. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Ooh. Shotgunning, fusion rifles, like all these weapons. Oh, and don't even get me started on the ability thing. Like, the Hunter's got the little roll. I'm not even gonna get into much depth at that, because I believe Warlocks get a nice little rift to heal. It's fucking Titans, they can use this barricade. Say they want this heavy. Oh, I'm gonna jump here, pop that barricade. Now I get my heavy. You can't shoot me. I can run it off and run it back to my teammates, or I can use the heavy to kill you and said teammates that were over there shooting at my barrier. Hunters get a little roll. That's it. With that roll, maybe a millisecond of invincibility. So you can't use that excuse. Now, back to the topic at hand. When it comes to third person peeking, I understand, yes, and could give you some information so you can tell your teammates, but it's not that damning of information for you to sit there and complain about it. Talking about devs need to fix it. It's not that bad. Devs need to fix this thing where shotguns can map you
5
in
minutes.
20 feet especially when sliding. You guys need to take out the ability thing. I don't care what you tell me. I'll take up this roll for 100. I'll sit there and outgun you off of pure skill. But I'm not gonna complain about third person peeking or using a sword to help me fight a person. Like, that makes no sense, man. Like, I swear, these YouTubers nowadays just be complaining about any and everything, son. Everything. And the reason I came to this is because, like, it ignored it. Like, I normally don't do stuff like this at all. If you look at my channel, you're not gonna see anything in regards to me making videos about PV. Well, no, well, there's PvP videos, but like not making things about how to play in Crucible or what you can and can't use in Crucible. But I actually saw that MTAS video and I actually got a little annoyed. Like, what are you complaining about? Third person peeking is viable, and on top of that, it's not like it's only limited to the person using the third person peeking. You can use it yourself. So if you want to sit there and act all high and mighty and not use that, but you're using last words and provokers to kill people, like, bro, like, you're using meta weapons too. Like, if you're so high and mighty, third person peeking, but you can use those god tier meta weapons, like, go kick rocks. Like, I don't like that. Making it seem like you can't do it neither, son. It's like a double-edged sword. You're sitting here complaining over nothing. And no, this is not a shot to MTash or any of the little Twitch streamers or YouTubers that be making stuff like this, but at the same time, you gotta understand, like, if you over here promoting using hard light and running with 3 stacks and using summer, like, which, yes, they are good guns, but at the same time, you're promoting it to your fan base, and I'm telling you, everybody knows this. When you promote something as a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer to your fan base, right? 90% of the time, the whole fan base is gonna use it because you said it was good. So now I gotta go fight a whole team full of hardlight / revokers, all because of, guess what? Astacross said so. MTAS said so. True Vanguard said so. iFrostbolt said so. Everybody said so. So at the same time, like, yeah, I understand, like, y'all need y'all views, y'all need y'all likes and all that. Y'all can use the whole bravado of, oh, I'm trying to make people who aren't so good in PvP good by telling them what meta weapons to use, when really, in all reality, you're just doing it for your views, bro. I don't care what you telling me. People just want to use the easy guns and use the easy stuff to get the W's. And I'm not going to knock them for doing so, but at the same time, it's like you're helping promote said easy shit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to listen to you because they're like, oh, it's an Astacross video or MTAS video and try to farm for that cheesy spare rations, which is a good gun, by the way. I like spare rations. For that cheesy spare rations, or just go in my vault and pop out a hard light and just team shoot. Like, that's all you really need to do in this game. Team shoot with a hard light and ape with a shotgun. Air intel I don't really see that much anymore, but that was a huge problem. And another thing with Bungie is, like, I don't know who told y'all to bring certain guns back. Last Word didn't need to come back. Fucking, oh, excuse me. Last Word didn't need to come back. Thorn, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as D1, but it's pretty good. But honestly, I prefer you guys have made a different gun, per se, or something new instead of just bringing stuff back.
Now
like,
show them the true meaning
Lumina
of war.
is a very interesting concept. Very great concept. But they're just gonna revert back to the D1 guns because that's all they know, son. Thorn, Last Word, Telesto at his prime. Like, that was annoying.
1 minute left. You're leading.
Certain guns don't need to come back. Certain things need to stay in D1. Wherever it originated in, it needs to stay there. And I'm sorry, like, this turned out from one subject to another subject. And no, this isn't a rant video. I'm just trying to get my point across in terms of something that's not so serious in Destiny. Making something out of nothing. You're a YouTuber. Your job is to get good. Your job is to be good. To tell your audience on what to use or what not to use.
30 seconds left. You're leading.
Yeah,
Hold fast.
you doing that can, you know, put a little bit of strain on the Destiny community by making everybody use certain metas, and it makes Crucible a little bit more toxic. Well, in my opinion, because I hate fighting teams of 3 hardlights and revokers.
10 seconds.
But then again, it's the meta also with auto rifle, so it's not fully all y'all fault. Y'all just go with what Bungie does.
You've taken
all in all, yeah,
everything.
that's really
First place goes to you.
That's all I really can say. Have a good night.